Hello guys, this is Pounds from Headball 2. Tonight I'm making a video talking about where you can get your emeralds from for a 7-day season from a perspective of being definitive and non-definitive, and talking about how vital it is to set yourself a budget of how many emeralds you are going to spend and stick by it. So if we look at emeralds, you can only win emeralds by ranking up in the season and participating in the events. Well, that is false, because you may purchase emeralds for $130, which is not my cup of tea. So I think Massimo might want to change that. But if you have not seen my video on focusing your efforts on the Master of Points event, please do watch it first before continuing with this video, because this video will make much more sense, as I do not want to repeat the content again in this video. The link to the video I just talked about should be appearing on the top right corner. So earlier I talked about setting yourself a budget for the season. And in fact, you need to stick by it. Since this season started all the way until the beginning of the Master of Points event, which just ended, where I got my 3,000 points and 3,216 total, I had 4,070 emeralds, sorry. And I told myself I would use a maximum of 270. So I actually used 200. So I'm still within my budget, and I have actually gone under budget. And I'm very happy about that for a few reasons. One, I did place in the top 50, which was my goal, not above 10, but between 11 and 50. So that was my goal. So I'm very happy about that. I did make 30 emeralds back, as you can see. And I also wanted to finish in the top 10 in a season, and I did, or I am going to. So I am going to recuperate some emeralds. So, 58, make it 60 plus 30, that's 90. I spent 200, so about 110. So being that I lost 200 emeralds, or I didn't lose 200 emeralds, I invested them, or I used them. I need to figure out how I will make some of them back. And this is where obtaining definitive and non-definitive emeralds comes into play. And that's what I want to talk to you about. So what are definitive emeralds? Definitive emeralds are those which you will get for sure and not depend on luck or cards or whatever. So for those, I get the following. There are 7 days of free gifts. Now, sometimes I get 9, sometimes I get 8, as you can see here. So I'll just go with 8. So if I do 7 times 8, that's about, 56. So let's count 56 emeralds, okay? And then there are 7 days of daily missions where you watch the video. So you do 7 times 5, that's 35, right? So the fact that I finished in the Master of Points event in the top 50, I made 30. And because I am going to place in the top 10, unless something dramatic happens in the next hour and 25, which is not going to happen, I'm making 55 to 58. So my total definitive emeralds to be gotten are just under 180. So at this current point, I am 20 in the loss, which is not bad. It's not bad. And I haven't always been doing this, because 2 months ago, believe me or not, I had close to 6,000 emeralds. And, losing 1,000 emeralds a month, a few things happened. I played King of the Tribune. I played all sorts of events. And I also stuck to the fact that because I was using Sky Master and I didn't have the plus 45 here on gold, I didn't use double gold with the 3 emeralds, which is what I usually do. So I am 10 or 20 or 30 emeralds in the loss, and this is where non-definitive ways of acquiring emeralds comes into play. And for this, you must basically rely on the following. you have the option here to get a free gift. I'm sorry, I'm going to pause the video. So there you go. Just watch the advert. I got double gold. So I average anywhere between 20 and 60 emeralds per week, give and take. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not. But it is free, so I do not mind. Or you can purchase premium scratch cards, as I see here, Emerald Career tickets. And when you do that, it costs 15 diamonds a piece, as you can see, which can give you anywhere between 10, 20, and 30 emeralds. But there are no guarantees there. It's pure luck and gambling. I don't like it. I never use this method. And I only receive these scratch cards when I play player of the match. And then you can purchase special scratchers. If I'm not mistaken, sometimes in rare instances, they give you 5 emeralds. But then again, there are no guarantees. It's non-definitive. And to be honest, I never scratch any of these because gold has become such a commodity after having been reduced from 2,000 gold per win to 1,400. I actually made a video on this, which should appear on top here. So feel free to watch it if you do have the time. And last but not least, we have player of the match. Yes, gambling on player of the match. Where over the last 2 months, I have observed from all the rounds that I've played, and I do take it, I do write it down. The cost of 1 emerald ranges anywhere between 6 and 10 diamonds, meaning that you can, but not always, this is the average for me, get 100 emeralds by gambling 600 to 1,000 diamonds on player of the match at any given round. So this is probably the method I use the most to recuperate emeralds missing from definitive ways of acquiring emeralds. And I do so because I have the diamond resources to do it. I've got 23,000 diamonds. And I stick to strict and disciplined principles when playing player of the match. I do have a video on that, which should appear on the top. So please do watch it. It will help you save so much money because this is a game of luck and it's massively gambling. So at the end of the day, the most important things regarding any resources are as follows. You need to establish which events you will compete in during the season. Again, there is a video on that, so I encourage you to watch it. You need to establish which league position you realistically can and will achieve. And you will probably know this after the first day of the season because people will play and you'll see how far back you are and so forth. So it's very hard to gauge from the first 2 hours, but definitely after the first day. Based on points 1 and 2, which I just talked about, you need to establish a maximum number of emeralds that you will have as a budget, which you will spend to try to achieve your objectives, and maybe go just a tad bit over that. And you need to establish the required number of games that you will be required to achieve all of your objectives. So this, guys, is the only way in which your diamonds, but most importantly, your emeralds will not vanish within a few weeks because, like I told you, 2 months ago, I had just under 6,000 emeralds. And it's vanishing fast. So I can't just play every event. I got to be smart. I got to set targets. I got to set goals. And I need to be realistic. And I need to stick by budgets and principles. So it is so primordial and important to do that. Elsewise, if you don't have any emeralds, because it is required to essentially get double gold, double fans for the King of the Tribune, and triple points, you are going to exhaust all of it. And then, obviously, this is the goal of Massimo. You're going to have to turn to your credit card and purchase the emeralds, which is not what you want to do. So there you have it, guys. This was my take on how emeralds can be obtained in definitive and non-definitive ways, all the while sticking to a budget and making some objectives. So I hope this has provided you with additional tips going forward and help you out. As always, I would like to thank you for having watched this video. If you did in fact enjoy it, I'd be most grateful as usual and always if you could please and kindly click the like button. I do post videos on a very regular basis, which are arranged in different playlists within my channel. So please do subscribe for regular, objective, and meaningful Headball 2 tips and updates. This was Pounce. Goodbye for now, guys.